why, I don't know. What I believe to be the why made sense to me. What turned out to be the why is still not answered. There are 3 lanes that were designated years ago, in a gentleman's agreement to Fort Lee, so that the residents of Fort Lee had easy access onto the bridge. Fort Lee provides 5% of the traffic. 95% of the traffic goes through the other 12 lanes. What happened was, or the other 9 lanes, and I might be wrong on my numbers. It's been a while since I've studied this directly, but what happened was that the Port Authority presented that they would realign the lanes of the bridge. And unfortunately, what became that Bridget Kelly shut down the George Washington Bridge was a load of baloney, because the bridge was never shut down. The lanes of the bridge were realigned so that the 95% of the traffic would have more lanes to travel through. So the argument that was made to me was that, by David Wildstein at the Port Authority, was that this would allow commuters, voters, to travel quicker across the bridge, and they could then, Governor Christie and Governor Cuomo, who were in lockstep, could take credit for it in an election year for Governor Christie, basically saying that this bipartisan agency found a way to get commuters over the bridge faster.
So bottom line,
those around me, my superiors, approved it, had no problem with it, allowed David Wildstein to do whatever he wanted to do with the Port Authority. And I'm the one that was in front of, indicted, convicted, and sentenced to prison. So
you're the one that took the fall for a lot of corruption from these politicians, including, you're saying, Chris Christie. How was Chris Christie able to basically hide his tracks? And then my other question to you would be, since you had this, personal working relationship with him, would you trust him to take over the highest office in the United States?
Can I answer the second one first?
Yes.
That's a resounding no.
Okay.
And for 100 different reasons other than Bridgegate. Character matters. I think we've lost the concept of character when we govern. Character matters, and doing the right thing matters. It might be hard to do the right thing, but doing the right thing is the only answer. How did he escape? He was a former federal prosecutor. And so he knows how to work the system. At the end of the day, he, had a louder voice than Bridget Kelly. Bridget Kelly was a single mom of 4 kids. So who do you peg that on? You had this email that you could construe, no matter what the conversations were, you could construe, and you could blame her and send her away. Now, early on, when this first happened, I was sent an attorney by Christie to take care of me. And once this attorney found out what Bridget Kelly was going to say, this attorney now left me, and I had to go find my amazing attorney. But, nothing was adding up, and I was in shock. I mean, I became someone who nobody knew I couldn't go home for 2 weeks because the press was all over my house, following my kids. I had to live somewhere else. It was horrible. So,
well, we're glad you're doing better now. We've got like 30 seconds, Bridget.
Oh,
you
I'm
are
sorry.
running for office. Give us a feel for why you want to run for office. Give us your 30-second elevator pitch.
Listen, I'm a public servant at heart. I've been, I am in government for no other reason than to help people. It's what I loved to do beforehand, and now I want to do it again. And in the role in which I'm running, it's the ultimate public service role. And for me, I just think it fits, and it's what I would love, love, love to do. So, BridgetKelly.com. I'm excited to be the next